found a picture we took many years ago, when I said to you we would never grow old. Messages I've saved that I never send, cause I don't know you, but I used to back then. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. If I didn't chase you, would you even care? And if I lost my mind, would you come around? I will keep you safe and sound after all this time.
sound, back to the sound. Sound, back to the sound.
Well, maybe I'm done, maybe I've lost. Still putting up a fight because I love my mom, I love my family. When I was young, they would all look after me. I don't know why, but I feel like a burden. I spent my life overthinking my purpose. I can't really cry, I'm so used to the hurt. Trauma keeps up at me at the wrong moment. Oh, I just wanna numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain. To numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain.
A broken glass while I'm thinking in my head. I mind my own, I don't even break a sweat. Oh, matters is insane. Why you still live in vain? I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. It's sad to hear the lights under the street.
matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I'll just buy a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me. The zero gravity, they got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I'll just buy a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me. Born in the darkness, fight for the light. If this ever die, I'ma fight for my life. Keep fighting on, yes, I keep fighting on. We keep moving up, you can't hold us up. So I'm up above the clouds. So I can't see the ground. So I ain't coming down. So no, I ain't ever coming down. Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I'll just buy a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me. The zero gravity, they got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I'll just buy a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me. So I'm up above the clouds. So I can't see the ground. So I ain't coming down. So no, I ain't ever coming down.
I can feel how I'm changing. I don't know if I'll ever go back.
Chat, baby, what's going on? How are you guys doing this beautiful Tuesday morning? Not a Monday. It feels like a Monday. I had to literally prepare myself there to say Tuesday, but hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed the public holiday yesterday, but it's time to get back to work, back to the hustle. I know quite a few of you guys took it easy yesterday. We took a few trades yesterday, nothing too crazy, but again, something very, very simple for us. Chat, apologies for being late. We're just trying to do some of the checks over here. As you guys can see, Cribbo is not available this morning. He's got some commitments he's just got to follow through with, so he cannot be here this morning. Bonang will be joining us in a little bit. We're just waiting for him, but we obviously going to get the ball going a little bit. He'll join us along the way. As I think he said, he had load shedding this morning. So either way, we'll get into it now, so don't stress about that. But chat, it is good to be back. It is another week to be trading. So I hope you guys are ready for it. Let us know how the volume's sounding here, guys. You always like to go back and forth saying it's not loud, then it is loud, then it's not loud, and I don't know. So just let me know how the volume is sounding today. But hope you guys are starting strong. Markets are looking good, so we don't want to go anywhere. We're going to be quite locked in for that. But Chad, without further ado, let's get ready to open up this stream. Now, if you're new here, you guys will maybe be pleased to know, but a little thing we have here is every time we open up a stream, we open up with a prayer. So for our newcomers, hopefully there's a few of you here today, we're going to do a nice simple one here this morning. We're going to open up with our Father's prayer. So any of you if you guys know it, you can follow along. All right, so let's get into it, Chad. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. All right, chat. If you guys are in agreement, you can drop an amen in the chat there, because then we know if there's more than two, he is here and present with us. Beautiful stuff there. All right, Chad, let's get the ball rolling. Yeah, I can see you guys are eager to get some trades. So let's see what is happening on the market. So let's just go over to the charts here quickly. We're going to start off quickly, guys, with the fundamental chat as always. So first thing we want to take note of, obviously the yen having their policy rates coming out, but we're not really too focused on that this morning. And then just at 11 o'clock, so you got obviously the economic sentiment there in Germany. And then 2:30, you got core retail sales. So we will have a little bit of action, bringing some volume just before the New York session this afternoon. But that is pretty much it. Obviously, going over to Wednesday, we have a few red folders. The big one, FOMC tomorrow, the press conference. So that's going to be quite interesting for us. Then Thursday, nothing there. Actually, a bank holiday, so probably won't be any New York stream on Thursday. And then Friday, just some nice clear sailing there to finish off the week. But chat, let's get into it. As you said, so starting us off here, let's go over to the charts. Gavin Kev Miles is still a part of the G's. He'll be doing his own streams from the new month on his YouTube like before. Yeah, exactly, guys. Again, please, guys, there's no beef with Miles. We literally were out. We were out for lunch with him on Friday. And then, why is this not? Sorry, guys, I just want to get Bonang that invite. We were literally out for lunch with him on Friday. And as I say, moving forward, he will still be a part of the 2G's family. So you guys will see him quite often. Literally, we have we're bringing back the Friday show. So he will be present there. So he is still going to be in and around, guys. He's still here. There's nothing there. We just, obviously, the man, it's not fair on him to commit to something where we obviously have different deals and he can't then work on his deals and stuff like this. So yeah, it's just obviously I want to say a business thing for him to also have his growth. But that's the rundown there. We obviously can chat a little bit about it later on. I just want to make sure we can get Bonang in there quickly, and then that we can get everything going. There we go. There's the man. As I said, Chad, just want to get him on quickly, and then we'll go into the analysis. Bonang, hey my brother.
I'm blessed.
There we go.
Blessed.
Perfect. Just gonna do my analysis quickly, and then we'll hand over to you, my brother. Let's just make sure all your stuff is up here.
Yes, sir. Thank you. This load shedding is with you.
There we go, Chad. There we go. We can see the man there. But all right, Chad. Let's get into it. Let's just wrap up this analysis quickly, and then we'll give over to Bonang. So, starting with the dollar, guys, I am still bearish. A little bit it's going to be, I think a lot of guys asking Keegan, but okay, we pulled back up. The big thing now for me, guys, is you have to understand, when you're looking at a daily time frame, obviously last week we closed underneath this monthly. Monday we're opening up over here. Now the thing for me is that we are still holding around this monthly S1. We're not really getting away from it. So markets aren't doing anything too crazy. And all of this is just going to come down to a simple thing of having your pullback and then coming back down. So I'm still quite bearish on the dollar. I do believe we're going to get that 97,000 test. And obviously, again, also matches up with that yearly support level. So we'll just keep monitoring that. But very simply, guys, still am bearish. When you still look at the structure on the 4 hour, you guys can still see this. Obviously, that was your low where we finally gapped down. We obviously closed that gap over there. A little bit off it exactly, so we're not 100% closed. But what you'll notice here is every time these resistance areas are still getting weaker, weaker, and weaker. So we're waiting for that drive to the downside. And once you'll take those lows out, that's when you'll get that test over there. So we're just going to monitor that, but that is the plan here. We will always still stay neutral because of the weekly over here. We could drive bullish and actually go for that gap fill, since, as I said there, it technically isn't closed. There's a little bit of a gap there still, so we could see that. But the idea is, until that point, I am still bearish overall. When we drop to the 15, you guys are going to see the same idea here. We're looking quite nicely. A little bit of a gap up hitting your Asia highs, trading back down Asia lows. Now this can do two things: either consolidate. If we stay under Asia lows, we're just going to see that drive to the downside. But if we get back above Asia lows, good chance we're going for Asia highs. And then I'd say we definitely going for that weekly pivot, and even that previous daily high, where we could see previous daily highs, that test of R1, your fake out, and then that move bearish afterwards. So we could see something like that. Hence, we'll just monitor that position for now. Going over to the NASDAQ, going to be interesting for us. I'm going to stay a bit more neutral here. but neutral with a bit more of a bullish outlook. We're going to talk about that, why I'm bullish there. But the big idea is trading back down. We held that key level again, going here. So very, very simple stuff, but we'll talk a little bit about it more when we get over to gold, and we'll break that one down for you guys. But when we see here, still right back into this range, very, very messy. You can kind of start breaking it down into little structures, but at the end of the day, it is still a range. Very, very choppy price action over here. We literally are in the thick of it right now, so nothing too crazy for us. But once you start breaking above Asia highs, taking out those volume highs, previous daily highs, same idea. You want to see this drive, hold, and then just continue to the top side. Otherwise, we definitely can go down for Asia lows, and kind of the opposite with the dollar. Go down for Asia lows, test that weekly pivot, find support at that EQ, and then go bullish. Otherwise, this can go back down again, so we'll just stay awake and monitor that. Then same thing almost with US30. US30 is the same idea. Now, when you look at it this way, guys, this is where US30, I want to say, is a bit more neutral, and that purely comes down to the idea our monthly pivot is still underneath us, untested. But with this one, we didn't get back above key areas. This one, we actually stayed underneath. So we had this body house we finally rejected. We spoke about the idea of those sell-offs coming in with that fake out testing this like 43,000 round number. So the big thing for us was when we traded bearish. Now, if you take note of that, we traded bearish, went bullish, tested this, closed just underneath it. Now we're testing it again. So if we continue to just hover around there and we break lower, there's a good chance we are going for that move. So as you can see right now, this is where it's going to start very, very getting dangerous for US30. If US30 can't get back above this weekly pivot, this is where, and do something like that, you're going to see something very similar to this, us going there and that bearish move coming in. So it's funny enough, as NASDAQ, I want to say I'm a bit more bullish. US30, I'm still neutral with actually a bit more of a bearish outlook on it. And it's going to get even trickier as we go over now. So definitely an idea that this still can come back down. Monthly pivot is on the table for me over there. Then going over to gold, where all the fun is at. Gold, I am actually going to be bearish. Now, there's two reasons for this, guys. The big thing for me is these levels over here. We can obviously see these highs. We keep, sorry, Chad. We keep jumping above it and then rejecting. Now, the big thing for me was monthly R1. We obviously got above that and then failed to hold as support. So two things happened. Let me actually just go back again there quickly to the daily. You guys are going to see this. Now, what happened? We tested that level, then pulled back underneath. Then this retest, we kind of got above it. Now, first things first, we'll always talk about this. Taking out a previous candle's daily high. So on a Friday, you took out that previous daily high. Now you can flip bearish. If you look at this on a weekly time frame, let's have a look here quickly. You guys are going to see that there's your weekly. You do have that little bit of a wick there on the top, and now you can actually start moving downwards. Now, the big thing for me again, where we're going to start talking about this, is that we are now trading back under that 3,400 level. So this is kind of the make or break here for gold today. If gold can't get back above 3,400, we are going to go bearish. But now again, why another thing that adds to this bearish momentum is, keep in mind, guys, when we've been doing all this the last few days, it's been an idea of the safe haven. Now, we're going to sum this up very quickly. Chris obviously spoke about this a little bit with you guys last week. Where the safe haven and the aspect of the geopolitical tension is going to get a lot worse is if Russia, China, or US get involved. Until that point, nothing really is going to happen. But why did the difference happen? Now, a lot of guys are going to say, Keegan, but okay, Israel retaliated on Friday. What happened? Now, two things. Now, I had this conversation with a lot of guys here quickly. Is on Friday, we obviously spoke about this, and Monday you could expect the move. And there was that move. When you think about it, you know what? It wasn't tiny. That is a $20 move, basically. You got 250 pips there. So, I mean, that's a decent move there on that market open. But where I do have the problem is that we always talk about this. People, when they buy, why are they buying with geopolitical tensions? Because they're buying in fear. That is the biggest thing about it. But now when you see this and you've had a whole week, so not only now you had one day to go, oh my word, Israel retaliated, this is it, we're going to go to war now, things are going to get crazy, and so forth, so forth. You have 2 days to sit there and go, okay, but you know what? Like, yes, they shot missiles, they did all this, but it's not actually that bad. It's, again, we're waiting for the superpowers to get involved. Until that point, it's not that bad. I mean, people are still living there, people are still going on with their lives, doing, like, you know what I'm saying? You're having reports of 4 deaths and 5 deaths. And again, I'm not saying that's good, Chad, but I'm saying on the higher level, we're not talking thousands, we're not talking millions, we're not talking an outright world war type of thing. And that's where people on the business aspect can see, you know what, it's actually not that bad. And that's why the minute you had that pop off, that literally was the high. And then it started to sell off. Now also keep in mind, you took out a previous daily high. The same thing we talk about with this fake out. Turning around, going bearish. Then the big sell off now, this is the idea. We traded into the EQ. We held this EQ the whole day. Now anyone that was in London that will know, Chad, that is choppy price action. Every time you took the low, pulled right back in. Held, yeah, then went right back underneath. Got back under the EQ, trying to go bullish. Faked out, taking the high, and then literally right back in. So you don't want to be in that. But then what happened? Very, very simple stuff. New York session. New York now, who, as we again, the ones you're trying to talk about this, do everything, they're going to wake up and say, you know what, it's not actually that bad. So the minute New York session opened, there you go. New York's open. First move, taking out an EQ, bang. That's where you have your sell position, as we said. The idea that that move's going to come in, you literally can put it at the top of that candle and literally just aim for 3,400. That for me would have been the easiest trade there. Obviously, with the momentum, if this thing just started rocketing through, your next target just would have aimed for that weekly pivot. And that would have been a super, super easy trade. So we had a few of the members catching this yesterday. But beautiful, beautiful trade there on gold. But again, just the idea of that. So now this keeps adding to the idea of why I'm saying that safe haven is going to stop moving away. And then the idea, what is this? Again, people are investing, it's a safe haven. So now if people are going to reshuffle their assets, what are they doing? They're going to take it out here. So what are they going to do? They're going to invest back into stocks, into companies. Hence, if you guys saw, NASDAQ USD had their big drive to the upside yesterday on the market open. So it's just now that counter tuition we always talk about with gold, commodities versus equities. Very, very simple stuff there. So a little bit of a fundamental lesson for you guys. But now the same idea plays out for me today. If we continue to go bearish, as long as we're under 3,400, I'm only for sells. So the same thing. If we can break this previous daily low again, so a second time, and we get back above, I will have the idea of a quick sculpt to the top side. But until that point, I am looking for sells. All right. That is going to be the game plan here today, guys. We're going to see what's going to happen. I am just looking for the horn, Chad. So I know the markets are open. I did want to just get that analysis out for you guys. But Chad, that is it. Technically, it's our round one for the week as the Chad. But round 3, markets open. Ding, 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 ding. Fight.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, Bonang, over to you, my brother. I think your mic's muted, my brother.
How is it now?
There we go. Beautiful.
Right. Thank you so much. I hope everyone is doing well this wonderful morning. Right. It seems like this long holiday didn't want to end or finish for me now. And also COVID, what do you call this? This load shedding comes and wants to deal with me again today. I miss the community. Let's see the 2G is there. Thank you. All right, guys. I hope everyone is doing well. This is how I am on US 30. What you are seeing on your chart here is the US 30. Yesterday we got some good buying trades, which were actually going against our sell trade. Actually, because of the news that was happening, I believe that the market yesterday had to be retrace the drop that happened on Friday. So definitely we saw the market rejecting those sells and coming back into that zone, and then we entered those buys. And then as of today, we are slightly going to be bullish today, and then at some point this is the area of interest that I'm expecting to sell off from on US 30. Right, yesterday we also took those sells during at a later hours. We took those sells, and then this morning we closed them. Now looking at the way the market is right now, this here is my trading area key zone, and then this is my PRV. That is the area of interest that would say a previous close. Price closed at this value here. Somebody had asked what is PRV, previous close. That's what it means. And then from this area here, it's my buying area actually, because it seems to be proving to be a very strong support area. And then we want to see this price driving up a little bit all the way to the CV, from the CV all the way to that take profit there 42,832, that's my target for the day. I love it. I love the idea of buys. Why? Because I'm looking at the fact that Friday's PRV was never tested, and therefore price has to really go there in that area. Nevertheless, this is not a surety at the end of the day, but I love the buys already. Based on the mathematics, they are pointing me all the way up. So I would want to see the market smashing that take profit without any stress there. That's US30 for you. Then going to NASDAQ. NASDAQ pushed very well. Yesterday we saw the same. We took buys from a lower level, pushed all the way, and then that area here was marked yesterday as our selling zone area. This thing here was put yesterday. I just shifted it today. So that there was our selling zone. Before price arrived there, we were waiting for sales. We took on to those sales, and then this morning we decided to break even because the mathematics are pointing us to the up. So therefore this may be an issue of continuation of those buys. However, I'm not gonna buy NASDAQ for now. I want to observe how this price is going to behave in this whole entire area. Well, what I would do on my side, I would want to see price coming back to the previous close, which was never tested yesterday, and then I would buy from that level and then go all the way up. Why? Because here is proving to be a strong resistance area, therefore being a selling zone. For us to break this whole entire scenario, we need to at least discount from a discount, and then we can push all the way up. Where is our target for buys today? All the way to 22244.1. That's where this market is expected to go. Now, because of the news and the war that is going on, there are two scenarios. This buy may not be tapped in the same way this sell was not tapped. There's a sell that was not tapped yesterday. There's also a buy that was not tapped. If you check very well, based on the values, this market is supposed to go there. Yesterday it was also supposed to go there. So anything is possible right now. As I can tell you, here this market is currently sideways. I hope this makes sense. And this then can be called a choppy market. Anything can happen. A breakout here, market can continue going up. A breakout here, market can continue going down. So anything is possible there. I would like to observe so that I don't risk my money. I observe this market, watch it very close. When I see it tapping my key zones, and then I can look for buys. I'll be buying from this level here, and then from that level, I don't know where this market will go beyond my take profit. But since I know where the target is going, I will target that area of interest there. So for now, no trade for me on NASDAQ. It's a matter of observing and watching and seeing how price goes. Where it is currently sitting at a support, which is a possibility that the market may push all the way up, but it's a weaker support, that one. So we want to see market coming at least to test this previous close here. So this one is a weak support. It can be broken all the way to the down, and then we can buy from here all the way up, basically. So I'm not going to say sell because I'll be gambling, but buys are likely going to continue winning today. Therefore, that's it. I only have one trade running, which is US30. Gold. Going to gold today, I entered some buys. Very good money was made there. But with the way the market is right now, I am thinking that also even buying, really honestly speaking, would really be a good idea for me here, right where the price is sitting there. And then I'll be targeting all-time highs. That means I'll be targeting all-time highs. Back to my take profit of the 13th. You see that take profit there? It's still very much key area of interest. So buying from where the price is currently seated there, for me, it will be good. Then I target that area of interest there. Listen, this is not a mathematical trading. This here is purely guessing today on gold. I want you to know that. So if you are to enter this trade, just know that Bonang is risking. So you cannot want to do what we call risk. So, but I'm purely gambling on this one. Why? Because I saw a decline yesterday that was never retested, and then it's sitting where the market one would say this is a support area for now. So where the price is currently seated, looking for buys for me will be more convenient than looking for sells. So that's why I'm entering those buys. I'm entering those buys because of where the price is currently sitting, right? Not on the mathematical level. But however, the mathematics is pointing up as well, but small dollars, not too much dollars. So we want to see price increasing momentum, increasing dollars, or increasing volume, one would say. Definitely. So buying from that area here is key. And then where do I stop loss? At least if I can stop loss at 33.59. If I have failed, I would say, the Berkeley has not been an easy one. But for me, this one is like a trade. Enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for your time. And kicks over to you, sir.
There we go, Chad. Hope you guys are ready. It is going to be a busy one, yeah. But let's see what you guys have got, because you guys are not going to want to miss out on any of this. But you guys have got the source, so let's see what's going to happen. All right. Let's see. Hang out here, wait for gold a little bit, see what comes about there. Leave a mention in your Chad, please just understand this is just for little disclaimer purposes. This is for entertainment. Please do not take anything we say as financial advice. If you copy what we do, you will lose money. So again, you guys can become the next Mark Zuckerberg by yourself, but we are just here for some fun, some games, some laughs. Everything is entertainment purposes. Let's see there. Chad, and already 18.1 on the road to 19k.
Smooth. We are growing, eh?
Growing
We're not
quick.
playing. We're not playing.
Chad, also on that note, as you say, we're on the road to 19 and then hopefully 20k very, very soon. So if you haven't, please subscribe, drop a like. It really just helps the channel. That's all we ask from you guys, is just a like. Smash the like button will make you profitable. There we go. I like that. I like the sound a lot.
Smooth.
Yeah, Chad, there's 2 iPads up for grabs. If you guys purchase a Vault Funder account, use iPad 15 for 15% off, and you stand a chance to win an iPad. Secondly, otherwise you guys can go about it and have the idea of just trade with our partner proper. Trade with partner broker, my apologies, with XM. And again, as long as you trade there, use our partner code 2G's Trading. Just trade, which you already are doing, and you're naturally going to win prizes every single month. This month it is an iPad. The previous month was the launch, was obviously the PS5 and the TV. Who knows what next month's going to be for you guys. And then, I mean, even if you don't want it, I mean, there is this thing called Iron2K. If you meet the minimum deposit, you have our partner code, you are using the 7 or more than 750 Rand or $40, then you get the indicator as well. So it's literally just there if you guys want it. 20k subs equals 24-hour stream. The subathon, we are going to be doing it at 20k, Chad. Hopefully you guys aren't going to do it like at the worst time when we have plans, we want to do things. Now you guys have to have us lock in on a 24-hour stream. But we'll see when you guys get us there. Mm. 24-hour stream on the cards. Yep, for the 20,000 subscribers, we will do a 24-hour stream again. We'll probably, as I said, we have some guests we have lined up. We want to make it big, guys. We're going to have some guests that are going to come on. We're going to keep entertaining. We're going to, now that we have the gear for it, we're not going to be stuck just in the studio. We're going to be out and about. We're going to go, I already will tell you, we'll go out somewhere, see you guys, basically give back to you guys that if we meet any of you out and about. And then obviously I'm sure while we're doing the 24-hour stream, we'll do it, we'll run a little donation thing again, where whatever we have run up in that donation period, we'll give away as well again. Kigo, what time frame symbol do you use most for Iron2K? Andre, for myself personally, I'm either on the 5 or the 1 minute. 24-hour stream on the cards, permanently. No, not literally just for one 24-hour stream. No, my brother. Yeah, the one 24-hour stream chalks us. Imagine doing a 24-hour stream every single day. You sure? we do have families. I think our families would kill us. Maybe I'll get to find accounts for people during the 24-hour stream. Hey. We do have some little tips and tricks coming up in the future. We are going to do a little bit of a, I want to say, for those that have been around, maybe we have it on the cards of doing something very similar to another project 5130 again. We've got some cool stuff out the pipelines for you guys. Let's see there. But chat, how's it been there? I see a lot of you guys are bullish for the week, expecting gains. 50% of you guys. Where are the rest of you sitting at? Bearish market heading down. 9% is range bound, Chop City. And 19% of you, no clue, just here for the vibes. Alright. There's going to be a lot in the 24-hour stream, guys. We're making it big. As we said already on the 24-hour stream, we will also have Bonang come down for that one. So he will be in the building with us again. I see a signal on the 5-minute US30, but it is not aligned with our bias, so then you leave it. Let me have a look at it there quickly. I'm not seeing anything there, Andre. Unless you have the filter on. Wow. Oh, bro. Oh, my word. Chad, but some good news. We got Cribbo in the building. He is, yeah. But yeah, Andre, just have a look. I am on the 5 now. I'm not seeing anything. So either your filter's off, or keep in mind you might be on an under. We do have it in the welcome area that we do the best recommended practices. For USD, we do recommend using FP markets. And as you can see, nothing there. USD has a sell on the 5, filter off. Okay, there you go. So there's your answer. Filter off, it's got the sell. But I won't be taking that then. Filter was also geeks. The thing is, guys, the filter, I mean, those trades can work out. It's not like you're always going to hit the stop loss. Those filters, it's just there. I think when you do the journaling of it, you're going to have more.
But I wouldn't trade the 5 with the filter off. Only 1 minute filter off, but 5 you can.
Yeah, there we go. Cribbo, Cyril O. How you doing, my brother?
Sign up for free. What is this?
Man's own mission, yeah, Chad.
Sorry, I just want to
get... just following what the market is doing. Full house now, there we go. The myth, the man, the legend, Chris.
My brother Bonang, how's it going, my brother? I don't think Bonang can hear us. Oh, he's
I'm good. I'm good. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today, sir? How are you today, sir?
Good, and you, my brother?
I'm fine, by God's grace.
Just check on Teams on the mic that it's not picking up the brio for Bonang. Just make sure it's the black magic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Kigo, what are we doing? Chad, I'm building longs.
Sure, your screen.
Wait.
No.
Okay, here we go. Let's quickly look at what I'm looking at.
All right, Cribbo, over to you, brother.
Alrighty, Chad. I'm going to start off with US 30 because I'm already in a position. So US 30 on the daily for me, very interesting. Yesterday, All right, yesterday closing with a gap down, starting to trade back below that previous daily low. I was actually building some shorts. Actually got some very nice shorts at the end of the day, but I'll go through that shortly. But if you look at this daily zone that I just want to show you guys, this is a key level where we found demand yesterday. So up until we start breaking below here, I'm going to go back bullish, all right? And I told you guys why. The reason is whatever's going on in the Middle East is obviously something that's going to have a short-term, relatively short-term effect unless it really starts to filter through into countries like the US, China, Russia, however their involvement will be. Then I do think it can become a widespread issue. But starting off with the weekly as well, the weekly actually closed bearish last week. But again, we cannot be 100% bearish with one bearish weekly close, all right? Another bearish weekly candle closure, and then I will be bearish. But up until then, it's the same we had here. Bearish candle closure, the next week closing bullish. So we can have exactly the same here, unless we've got a consecutive bearish week. On the daily, taking the previous daily low, closing bullish back inside of this range, and I would expect this daily to actually flip bullish, go and retest those highs up there. Okay, then dropping down to a lower time frame. Let's quickly see what is happening here. We've got Asia highs untested, we've got Asia lows taken now, and I took my first position at that point of control. Stop loss is 250 based off the data. That is the average daily range, and I think I'm into another position here. Give me 1 second. Yes, second position in there. We'll only go for 2 positions here, basically a half of my normal 4 if I scale in or pyramid the trade. So secondary position is in there. Wait, give me a second. Secondary position in there, and I'm targeting that previous daily high, and stop loss is below here. If these positions get stopped out, I would use the other half of my entries that I've got, and I would look at this zone right here to start building those longs again. Some positive feedback out of the Middle East. Obviously, the US also now involved with trying to mediate a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. So there are some positive headlines coming out there. NASDAQ, let's quickly look at NASDAQ on the daily here. Alrighty, NASDAQ on the daily yesterday closing strong, bullish engulfing. There is our previous daily high. There's our daily flip. Let's just switch this off. NASDAQ effectively on the daily, we've got quite a wide range here. We technically have that flat body resistance area there, and then a little bit lower we've got this demand zone there. Okay, so I can't really be bearish on a day with the previous day looking like that. So even if it goes short, then I completely miss that. But looking on the lower time frames, let's quickly see here. Asia has slightly tapped, Asia low is still intact, so I would expect at some point for us to maybe do something like this and then start trading back up. Point of control for the session is right there, slap bang in the middle of Asia, so you could see a little bit of a dip lower and then a dip back inside. But same thing, I will be bullish on NASDAQ. Gold, let's quickly check gold here. Gold daily, massive rejection there off that all-time high flat body resistance area. All-time highs obviously sitting there, but in terms of this zone right here, massive rejection, taking a previous daily high and now starting to trade lower. One thing that I would say, be very careful with gold here, is the fact that we took the previous daily low and now we are starting to trade back above it. So I wouldn't necessarily short gold up until we trade below that previous daily low. All right. Otherwise this thing can come all the way back up here first, there, and then continue lower. This is also that breakout area here. So today's daily candle is going to determine whether this breakout is actually confirmed or whether this was actually a fake out. All right. That is gold. Let's check the lower time frames on gold. Session volume profile. Alright, session volume profile is all the way up there, so we're going to have to see what is going to happen once we start trading at that zone. But for me, anything below here, that's going to be bearish. Alright, but if we hold above here, this is bullish. Alright, this zone right here, this is bullish. So if you want to take a shot, you should already be in the longs and stops below that zone, and that's going to be your first target up here. And then if you want to go short, then you got to have to wait for price to break below, see some rejections in that zone. All right, that's the idea there. GU, let's check GU quickly. Daily, yesterday's daily candle closure. GU very, very ugly, Chad. I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. A lot of indecision these last couple of weeks. You can see that this range now yesterday trying to basically hold that range. So I'm gonna say if we can hold this zone here, I would say we are gonna go bullish, because then it's very similar to what I showed to you guys on gold. This is going to determine whether this is a confirmed breakout or a false breakout. Lower time frames, what do we have here? Very tight little Asia range here, point of control all the way up there. I'm going to say look here for potential longs. If it holds a very tight little range and then potentially above, but I would almost stay out of this for the day. What size? Yeah, 20 pips, not worth it. And then last but not least, GJ. Look at that. Look at that GJ. Nice little breakout here on the daily. Very clean. And big thing now is whether this is going to be a confirmed breakout or whether we come back inside of the range. The reason I say that is because we took a previous daily high. And now starting to reverse, so that's quite interesting. So looking at okay, Asia lows already taken, struggling to hold above here, point of control rejecting. Again, nothing I like here on GJ unless you want to look at something here. Asia lows, if this holds, you can potentially go for it, but other than that, 196.50 currently holding as a rejection area there. So not the cleanest price action for me. But yeah, that is my rapid fire analysis. Kigo.
My man's ready to go, yeah. Alright. Let's see. Last month decided to buy a change of VF, got funded, and man, I'm so impressed with the spreads, man. I'm waiting. My withdrawal and support has been so helpful. Great team, man. Hey, that's awesome, brother. I'll be upgrading to 140k account soon. Awesome stuff, bro.
Here we go.
Yeah, Chris, you must see, I was telling the guys just before you got here, we've been debating on bringing back another topic similar to Project 5130.
Yeah.
Only Chris was going to teach you guys how to get max allocated in 90 days and change your life.
But it only works within that 90 days. After that, you got to get a new thing. So you blitz it for 90 days and then you go on to the new thing. Something the industry has never seen. Project 90 days.
Bro, you know my thing, I go back to this now, all jokes aside with that, is where did people choose that number? Like, why? Because I realized, isn't the thing Alex G is doing with that kid also 90 days?
Yeah, so the 90-day thing, and I think some of you guys can maybe correct me if I'm wrong, comes from network marketing. So in network marketing, it's that same thing. It's usually, go look at any network marketer's profile. They would usually start off with, I'm going to pick only five guys. We're going to build a business in the next 90 days. And I think it's also to do with a quarter. So you're doing a quarter. So it's like, so it comes from network marketing.
Because they're like revenge body is also almost 90 days. The thing is, yeah, that's because again, now this is like not even like the jokes aside. There's also another guy I know in the fitness space, and he's also doing a whole thing where he's helping people achieve their dream body in 90 days. And I'm like, where are you Oaks pulling this number from?
It's a network marketing thing, bro.
And also 90 days is almost 3 months. Some of us also, when we are coming here in South Africa here, they give us 90 days. That's 3 months to stay and then go back, travel. Like, so you are in here 90 days, go back to your country, come back 90 days, just like that.
Yeah.
So Bonang, you're saying they're catering for immigrants as well?
Yeah, it's 90 days in, 90 days out.
All right, guys, you just need 90 days. Come here. We're going to get you to R1 million a month.
Bro, I must say that was a dope video that Bonang did the other day. I don't know if you saw it. The one where you went up to one of your members.
Oh, yeah,
and
I saw
showed
that.
him how to do his payout and all of this.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I was like, that's a cool video. Everyone always posts these things, but it's literally like, yeah, I'm going to show you. Here's my member. I'm going to show him. There's how you do your withdrawal.
That's the thing. So he's happy that, imagine that guy is only 3 weeks old in trading and he has withdrawn over 112.
Yeah, Bonang, but you see, you working at 3 times the pace, bro. You did that in 3 weeks. It was meant to be 3 months.
Yeah, 90 days.
Yeah. It has to be 90 days.
Because I'm making 40 million a day since following 2Gs. Hey, there we
Enjoy
go.
yourself. Enjoy yourself.
As I
Enjoy yourself.
just go start up with his broker. He will change your life in 90 days. I thought it comes from 90% of traders blow within 90 days, so they're trying to prove it wrong. Like that show 90 days to Wednesday. But I'm changing the game in 21 days.
We should do a 90-hour one.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Join this course. Within 90 hours, you will be a millionaire.
Simple as that. 1 + 1 equals.
Brian, I promise you, people will love that. People will fall for it. The more exaggerated a claim, the more people love it, bro. You would think, no, people would think logically. It's like, no, all logic out of the window. I want this 90-day to 1 million.
Chad, but
We exaggerate and we prove it. That's the other thing. You know, we can exaggerate and fail to prove. But here we can talk and do it. You know, it's that we talk and we prove it. That's the thing.
But Chad, jokes aside on that one though. Seriously though, this is entertainment purposes, Chad. Don't take what we say to heart here. Not everything. I'll be like LG taking 1K to 1 million. Yeah.
Easy work.
Well, the thing was, it wasn't even 1K. It was $100. But then why can't the guy take 100 million or 1 million to 100 million? 90 days is the probation period when they get employed. They get married within 90 days of meeting online. Hey. You're
Chad,
up,
but don't take it. If anyone is taking it seriously, it's just banter. Each to their own. Yo, bro, what are we doing inside? This thing is cooking me. It'll be Alex G. Yeah, that guy. So obviously his private jet thing failed because he tried to trade live in front of everyone in his Telegram group. He couldn't make the money. So he just went and bought the jet anyway. Oh, Alex.
It's like, screw you guys. I'll
You
still get my jet.
Forex is dangerous. If you want to prove a point, it will show you flames that day. Like say, come here, come and see. The market will say, okay, you are not the market maker. Right? The moment you want to show the whole world, that's when you start to lose. It can embarrass you.
I think also the thing is, Bonang, when you've got public eyes on you, that inner ego comes up. Now you wanna, now you throw your plan to the side. Now you wanna do something that's gonna be wow, and people are gonna say, "Yo, Bonang, Chris, Keegan, you guys are incredible," and then you get clapped.
Yeah.
And then, like Bonang said, flames.
Yeah, it will show you flames.
Straight road to poverty.
It will humble you, that thing. You know, that thing can take any amount away from you. Any amount. That's how scary this thing is.
Chris, when you're getting your Revolto, hey man, we need a lot more clients to trade. We might move to KZN. That's where the gamblers are.
I am from Stellenbosch. No Stellies guys here. Bro, the Stellies guys are all in the clubs.
Our rebates are too little.
Funny joke. I remember DMing that not here about 2 years back, asking for the screw the motion, telling you charges like 50k to get in and will be a lifetime mental. Damn. Chris, your mic keeps spiking up and down. I'm not sure if it's on my side.
Oh yeah, it is this mic. Chad, give me 1 second.
Do you want me to mute it if you know? Stellenbosch too rich to be trading. I mean, like, hey guys, no man. No, well, to be fair, that's like the older people, the majority. I mean, Stellenbosch is a student city. Yeah, we'll check now, guys. Let us know how he's mic signing now.
1 2 1 2. I'm around the corner. Stellenbosch. What is Bonang doing this morning?
Today we are buying.
Are you buying? If you said you were selling, I was like, banana.
No. We don't want to be choked. I'm convinced of a buy. I don't know if maybe I'm just... today I'm buying, guys. Gold I'm buying. US data I'm buying. Somebody asked the question, is gold... is it possible that gold and US data can buy at the same time?
Yeah.
Yes, they are two different companies, these guys. It's just the same. Like, they perform differently the way they want. That's why sometimes you see NASDAQ is selling, US data is buying. Anything can happen. Just trade your strategy. If you...
Yeah, gold.
Yes,
gold can trade with US30 if you think about it. Because here's the thing: if you're buying US30, you can be buying gold as well to hedge your US30 position, and vice versa. So it's not always 100% inversely correlated. So you will get times where they are perfectly inverse. We've even seen it as of late. There were times where the dollar and indices rally together, And usually you would think from the books it would say that they are inversely correlated, but it's not the case. There's different periods in the market, there's different scenarios. So mic spiking still, that is very weird. Wonder if I should get another mic or if it's the cable. Yeah, it's just this side though.
So where US state is sitting there, we are entering buys, guys. I just want you to see something here. We are entering buys because of this area of interest there. We want to see a bounce back inside our trading zone, pushing all the way up, basically. I have a buy running from this zone, and then I just scaled in again another buy from that zone.
I wonder why it's peaking.
0.5%. Nas wasn't playing long, but got around 10 pips on the offer again. Just don't use study. Australia, don't be weird. Thanks, TGs. You're simply the best. Appreciate you.
Enjoy yourself.
Switch screens.
Bonang is entering.
Oh. All right. Yeah.
There's This is why what I was saying. I'm saying I have an order that I took in here, and I said I'm accommodating for this buying zone area interest here. Now price just tapped me in there. That's another buying zone. So this whole area here is my buying zone, right? I'm waiting for a flip now. That's all. I'm sitting there waiting for a flip, and then we go on and on and on and on. What is my stop loss? Nothing. And then we go to gold. There we go. Sitting on entry. Anything on gold can happen, but I just love buys more than sells, honestly speaking. That's it. Oh, there you have it, Chad. You said humbled me this morning, Rex. Came so close to TP, then reversed. Oh, we've all been there.
It will show you flames. You know, stop loss hits faster than TP. You know that?
Yo, I don't know why.
It's like a magnet, that thing. You are calling market to come. Say, come here, I'm here.
Oh, Chad, who's Keeks? Who's seen that the one day you fixed on the buys, the market sells. The next day you come, you want to sell the market. Chad, who remembers?
And this says you can only lose if you have a stop loss.
But you know, that's the best for me when I watch the guys and they trade and they'll be like, they over leverage though, and they'll be like, they buy, no, they're in too much drawdown, so they close. Then they're like, okay, market's going down, so they sell. Then the market starts buying. Then they close again, and they literally just start chopping themselves just because you're over leveraging. The market's gonna move.
They're running after the peeps, and peeps are running away from there.
Yo.
Imagine.
This NCS, the Halloween mix.
Yeah, I had to find something, bro. Yeah, we were gonna get banned one of these days.
NCS surely can't be the only guys with non-copyright music.
By the way, bro, what do the guys have to comment Deathloop for?
Oh, I can't tell you why. You gotta watch the video.
No, because they commented Deathloop, but they're not getting anything.
No,
so that's what I'm asking.
They're getting it today.
That's why I was like,
no, I must just go and reply to all of their comments.
I was gonna say that's one thing, bro. I think Instagram's there, but I think we always forget to reply to the comments on YouTube. I go in and
I'm gonna reply to all of them after stream.
SL equals nothing. You see.
cannot lose if you don't have a stop loss.
Okay, talking about stop loss, I think also we should have a clear direction here. Listen, there is a difference between a person. I will always say this and get me right. Sometimes some people will get offended when I say this, but that's just the reality. It's something that I discovered myself. There's a difference between trading a 200,000 Rand account with a 0.10 lot size or 0.01 lot size, and a person trading in a standard account trading 1,000 Rand account. You can't tell me that on a 1,000 Rand account you want to be an individual who doesn't protect that money. Automatically it puts you in a position where you need to protect your money. It's either you break even or you stop loss. Why? Because that's the money you have. And I open a position of 0.01 on a 100,000 or a 200,000 daily drawdown account. Then I can still hold my trade, even if I can even hold a trade of 0.01 for 1 month on a 200,000 against me. It cannot swallow it. You know why? Because there is enough money there, and it can sustain whatever disaster that may come. So when I say no stop loss, I size my positions very well. I don't just enter trade and then say I'm not defending my money. No, I have money in head. I calculate that, okay, this market can go against me as much as it wants, but still I will be still in the game. So you don't have a habit of saying no stop loss. The stop loss is there, but it's in the mind. It's not a stop loss that you would say I put it at a certain price. No, I have it in mind, and I know that I can allow the market to go against me at this level. And at some point, I will start to scale in. The moment I flip in, I think Chris once explained it to you. Let me show you something. I'll type it here. This once told you something that I would enter. Let's say I entered a 10 lot there. Okay, let's say 0.010 there. And then the market comes back to this zone. I see another entry criteria kind of a thing, and then I just want to scale in again. I added another trade. So not that one. 0.10 again, because I'm trying to avoid the thing that they call martingale. Martingale is when I add bigger lot size than the first one, and then I come here again. I add another 0.10. Remember, that's the main reason why I write buying zone. Right, as we push up again, somewhere here I add another 0.10. 0.10. Right, I don't have a stop loss, but I know the moment this market begins to flip in here, I'm running a 0. How many? 10, 20, 30, 40. And from here, I'm not going to add any trade. Why? Because I'm avoiding the fact that if this market can decide otherwise at this point, if I add a trade there, that trade can actually take my whole money that I have made because of the drawdown whatsoever. So I prefer entering trades when I'm on drawdown more than when I'm in profits, because already I know that now it's time to move. So entering trades from below actually gives me more advantage. Now that when we flip in, my positions are enough for us to make a lot of money. So you can be shocked that at the end of the day, we may all be trading same instrument, same direction, but one makes more money because I'm scaling in. Keep on scaling in. Even if this price can come down here, that's the reason why I don't use stop loss. If it comes down here, I'll enter another trade again, because I know my account balance and I know that my direction is buy. There is no way this market will go down forever. Never, because of the magnet up there, which is called the CV. So that thing has to pull back the market no matter what happens. So I'll be scaling in. So I size my money that way. That's my stop loss anyway. So don't put a stop loss like you have a price where you say I put a stop loss here. No. If you know direction, keep on flipping in, because you don't know when the market is going to turn. But when the market begins to turn to your favor, that's a lot of money for you. Well, there are those who would say they are good at doing sniper entries. Continue, my brother. There is a day you know that to get those sniper entries is not an easy thing. There's always a breathing part of the market.
I think it comes back to what we discussed, is if you think about your trading account as an investment account, when you buy a stock, or if you think a stock is going up, you don't have a stop loss. You actually buy the stock and you hold it. You come back in a week, you see the stock is down a couple of percent, you maybe double up on your position or you add to your position. So it's not so here's the thing. Your entry is not that important, but more so your direction and your trade management, like Bonang said. So if you look at the guy last year, Asher Davids, not Asher Davids from Canada, that was basically for 10 months, he was sitting at number 1 on the leaderboard. If you go look at his trading style, he doesn't have stop losses. He basically made 400% on that $10,000 account, and I think his total lots that he traded was 5.8. So let that sink in. He was literally trading 0.01 lots on currencies, but his average holding time was 2 weeks. So he would hold a trade for 2 weeks. No stop loss. He basically scales into his position and he's got his idea where the market's going to go. So again, it just shows you that there is value in basically taking your trading account and handling it like an investment account. That sniper entry thing is a marketer's gimmick, where you think you're gonna get a massive lot size in with a very tiny account, and all those accounts you've blown, if you had to scale down your lot sizes and you constantly just every week compound your account, you could have been a lot further. But you're trying to skip the road. You're trying to take a shortcut. And you trying to cut that corner every time is just putting you back another month, another year, another 2 years. And at the end of the day, you give up because you've constantly been trying to cut corners.
Yeah. I'm watching on TV, but when I had mental stop, I was shocked.
The only sniper entry you'll get is to poverty.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Salute for that. Salute.
Guys,
That's
get
good.
The wrong ideas.
That's the
those
truth.
levels is place your stop loss.
Straight to your SL. Okay. I would want to ask something, guys. I'm going for that doc appointment, some X-rays there now. I want to prepare myself and be rushing out. But then I'm bullish on gold and also bullish on NASDAQ. I mean on US30. NASDAQ, I'm just observing it, and then that's all for me. Thank you so much. May I be excused?
You may,
Yeah, no,
Bonang.
of course,
Everything all right on your side, Bonang?
Everything all right, sir. I can't complain. I just have to go and do the monthly alignment, and then they said I must do X-rays. I'm going to be there at 12 o'clock. So
okay.
X-rays, after X-rays, they will tell me what's next.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bonang. Cheers.
Yes,
Awesome.
salute.
Cheers, brother.
Bye.
Wait. Chris, last week you said in the middle of East War would be more impact. Chris, last week you said the Middle East War would be more impactful to the markets if, and during the weekend we saw Iran threaten US and UK and everything. Trump responding with his own threat, and today we see him living the G7.
I literally did a deep dive in the NAS this morning. Go to where I broke down gold. I did a deep dive about the geopolitical stuff there.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you, I was following the headlines the entire weekend. So the Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu, said they don't want help from the US. So they said they can accomplish their goals without the help of the US. So that's the first thing. Israel don't want the US to get involved. Secondly, they said it's not about territory. This entire war for them is not about territory. It is about neutralizing the nuclear threat that Iran has. So all of their hits is very strategic. They don't want to. They don't want the territory. They want to take Iran. They purely want Iran to stop with their nuclear developments. So in all of that, as soon as you actually see the US starting to deploy troops, similar what happened in Iraq when they start deploying troops to Israel, to the border, to all of that, then that escalates. And so up until now, chit chat is not really, once there's deployment of troops and you actually see on the news a big plane, a C5 or whatever, with a lot of troops with armored vehicles going to Israel, that is involvement. Up until now, chats is not involvement. So for that reason, it's also on Discord. Keeps just throwing on my screen. Or so I had this on the entire weekend, just constantly reading all of these headlines. This is free for you guys. Exclamation Discord right there in the news feed. So all of these headlines I've just been reading as they come through. So yeah, you gotta get a feel for what is happening. So you just reading, and here's the thing with news outlets: you obviously need to sell the extreme. So if you don't really know what's going on, the headlines will be extreme, like this and that, but real-time information is not going to be something that, what can I call it? What is that word, Keeks, when you over-exaggerate something? But yeah, that's what news outlets do. They're going to try and create this frenzy, but it's not. The only thing that was insane for me last night is when Israel said the war would be over after they've assassinated Iran's leader. I was like, holy smokes.
Did you see that they literally went to Trump and asked him to help with the plans
What plans?
to assassinate? And Trump just said to him, he's like, I don't think that's a good idea. So whether they follow through with it themselves, they don't know, but...
Oh, that's crazy, Chad. I was sitting there last night while I'm studying, just see this headline come through. Israel's like, yo, war would be done. Just need to eliminate their leader. I was like, yo.
The boys are just going in on it there. You said FP markets for USD keys, yeah?
Yeah.
FP markets.
Bro, but did you see Iran's social media, the official government social media?
No?
Bro, they literally post videos of rockets being launched and saying like, listen, you've not seen anything yet. Bro, it's literally like on social media, they're going at one another. Did you not see it?
No. They are wilding on
Dude,
Twitter.
it is crazy.
US gave them
Ethan,
other
did you
Iron
see
Dome
it?
replacements, but yeah, no, the drones doing their job. When there is will, there's a way.
Chris, it's fake, lol. I don't think it's fake though, bro.
I've been watching a few guys reporting live. There's no such propaganda being thrown around and so many fake stories, but Iran social media is wild right now.
I think it's legitimately their social media. It's blue ticked as well. You can't blue tick if it's not valid.
No, Ethan says he saw it. Caleb was saying it's not fake.
Here's the thing: you can't get blue ticked if it's fake.
Verified.
They need to verify.
Yeah, it's a verified account. Bro, these people are wild.
Bro, what was the final score against Leinster over the weekend?
The 36. I want to say 36-13. What was it, Chad? Oh, bro.
It's not a bad result though,
No,
considering
it wasn't bad.
20. Huh?
That was bad. Bro, they got bullied. That was boys versus men. That Bulls
Yeah,
team
but-
was.
But think about it. You're playing against 23 internationals. You're technically playing a national side.
No, like I agree on that. 32-7. Like
Yo, that's a
I
pump.
agree on it, but for example, the Bulls are a physical team. Like everyone always said, like at least Leinster's gonna have to match it, and that was one of the rare occasions, bro, where a South African side was beaten in physicality outright. Like you were dominated everywhere. So sad to see our box get flattened like that. Okay, I will say, Ethan, that's not our box. I mean, it is the Bulls, and I said the Bulls had a very, very good team. My whole argument I had with people is I said every team does have an off day, and I do believe the Bulls just had their biggest off day in the final. But yeah, no, they did get outplayed there. But the box, the green and gold, that's a whole different animal, brother. People don't just beat the green and gold like that. Guys, if the count wasn't real, shouldn't have a great tick, yo. What, guys? If the account was real, it should have had a great tick. You know, if an account's real, it's gonna. Wait, what platform are we on?
No, I don't think it's real now. I see it's Iran news. It's daily Iran. Yeah, no, it is a real account, but it's not. I don't think it's coming directly. Could be like a propaganda account.
Congratulations to the Proteas. Yeah, they also brought it home for us. Bro, did you see that other post? I want to see if I can get it there quickly.
Can you explain why JP markets for you and not JP markets, FP markets? Damn, bro.
Cruises on Asia highs. Oh, okay, wow. Wait. I see is X the only real news source these days?
Austin, here's the thing, bro. I don't know what you can believe these days. For instance, like when I saw that jumping castle being pulled up into the air, kids falling off, my immediate thought was it's like VO3 or some AI, and then I'm like, oh shit, this is actually real.
That was real.
That is real. I was like, it's AI. Going to the comments, the guy's like, dude, this is not AI. It happened in Krugersdorp.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy. When I saw that, bro, and those kids, when they fell, bro, that's like 2-3 stories up they fell from.
Bro, that is... Imagine the kids were still in that thing. They'll
Well,
be
they
in Port
would-
Elizabeth. Too soon.
No,
Sorry, man.
No,
Sorry,
man, I thought that was AI. No, it was real. It literally was on the news. It was on like the news. That was real. But yeah, that was in Krugersdorp.
Kids made of rubber, though. To be fair, no, Chad. I'm not targeting Asia's. I'm actually targeting that previous daily high. So as always, what we discussed is the first level we're going to monitor now. The first part of our trade management is going to be the point of control, right? Because if we fail here at the point of control level, we are then going to go short again, and then we'll most likely come into this zone. I do not necessarily want to short from there. I'll just monitor. Then after that, if we start holding above that point of control, we will go to the daily flip. And the daily flip is the next area where price can either reject, just pop above, reject, and come down again. But if we flip bullish on the day, then all of this was a bottom wick, and then that daily is gonna... Sorry, Keeks. I just wanna... Sorry, little mosquito or something. Sorry, Chad, I just had to kill it. So that's the idea there. Same with gold. What I said is if you are bullish on the day, you should be in some buys already. Stops below there. If you are bearish, then you should be selling now because this is your point of control. So that's why it's important to choose a bias for the day. And even if you are wrong, a lot of you guys are scared of being wrong. There's nothing wrong with coming into the day saying that I'm only going to be looking for buys. And if you're wrong on the buys, you take your bullet in the morning, you take your bullet in the afternoon, and you call it a day. You were wrong on the day, nothing wrong. The same with me. I'm purely buying, I'm bullish on the day. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. For instance, yesterday, I was in sells. Let me just take you through yesterday quickly. Yesterday morning, I told the Project G guys I was in sells. Why? We were trading quite far away from that point of control. I entered my first position there somewhere close to 9 o'clock. And I told the guys every 65 points up, I will scale into the trade. I just want to show you guys, I had 2 positions. The other position was there. I'll show you guys now on my phone before somebody says we're on a 90-day plan or something. And then I was holding the positions, and then a little bit later, I was targeting. Our first target was here. Wait, let me actually just pop it up on in the G's chat. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is what I sent the morning to the Project G members. Scaling sales, and then what happened was our point of control actually shifted up. So as the day went on, you can see here on the left hand side our volume profile increased there, and as soon as it shifted, I'm going to show you guys now. Wait, still not shifting. There. Alright, so now I've got 2 positions in. My break even point is in the middle there. And what did I tell the guys next? I told them, listen here, our point of control has shifted. Okay, let me just quickly show you guys. Oh, yo, what is this? Okay. Sorry, Chad. I just want to take you through that trade idea from yesterday. So then I popped a message and said, listen here, point of control has shifted. We'll monitor this POC zone and manage accordingly. Asia highs becomes our most probable target now if we continue down. Okay. And then what happened was, let's quickly see here. We failed to hold below this point of control. So this point of control then becomes a takeoff, a takeoff pad for price to, and there, once we held above there, I went break even and I got stopped out of break even. And now what's going to happen is it's going to trade either away from the point of control, which it did. Let's quickly get to the open. Okay. Then there. So yesterday at the open, once we were trading here, I started scaling into shorts. Exactly what I'm doing this morning. And I scaled into all 4 positions, which I will show you now. 250 stop. And every 67 pips up. And again, the idea was we haven't really back tested the point of control level. And I basically got all 4 my stacks in, got very close to being stopped out, and then it actually started coming down. Where did I take my profit last night? I took it at the 200 EMA, very close to it. And I will show you guys now. Came very close there, and it was quite late. I was still studying, and I was like, there you are. So once it came there, locked it in all 4 my positions and called it a day. I'll show you guys some screenies now. I don't know if they can see this. I must actually get this account on the PC. Chad, yeah, so there's the position. Okay, so a little left. Let me just show you guys there. A little left, that was just 2 positions that scaled in. There's the break even. Can you see it, Keeks? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the break even there. And then later when markets opened up, there were the short positions that I scaled into and locked it there, where I showed you guys close to 200. And then obviously we are in the buys now as well. Sorry, somebody asking about the 1-step. So the 1-step is exactly the same as the 2-step. The only difference is your drawdown. So you've got a 4% max daily drawdown and a 6% overall. And you've got 1-step and then you're funded. Bonang is quickly going to the doctor. He didn't specify he's getting x-rays done. Let me actually ask him if everything is okay.
Oh, bro. He's probably just got to get his back checked out.
Or does he have a bad back?
Yeah, it's just got a bit of a tweaking after carrying around all those money bags.
Yo, Kigo.
Hopefully this week I'll get a call from the BE for a risk interview. Does the 5k account expire, or can I trade it whenever? You just have a 30-day inactivity clause.
Yeah, once you start, then the 35. I think. Oh yeah, sorry, the 35 once you get the account, that 35 days starts. So just place a trade and close it.
Doctors want to examine why you make so much. Yeah, guys. It's a serious thing.
Hey, Bonang, mananga. Hey. So we went Sunday to my father-in-law watches the stream, and my father-in-law is that typical hunter. You know that, like, he's got a cruiser as well. That typical. And we're sitting there. He's like, no, in Afrikaans. Ja nee, ek sien hy Bonang, mannetjie weet wat hy doen. I'm like, ja nee pa, hy stryk die mark nogal plat. Hy sê, ja nee, ek sien hy knopie, hy weet wat aangaan. Oh, I love it.
Ah, bro. The amount of questions I get about Bonang.
Bro, the first thing I usually get asked is, nah, Chris, Bonang surely can't be legit. Nah, you can't have profit in your name, and nah, he must be scamming. I'm like, dude, the man is legit. What do you want me to tell you? He's legit. Go watch him on stream.
Hey.
Surely he must be a scammer. I'm like, bro, the man can't scam. He's too genuine. Even if he wanted to scam you, he can't.
So that's like a real thing, bro.
Doctors want to examine why I make so much money. Chad, how many of you blew up your account yesterday? Be honest. I know some of you guys got into trouble yesterday. I just know some of you. I see even some of the social media influencers got absolutely murdered. The sad thing is Keeg's waiting for the market to open up at 12, 1 o'clock, waiting for the spreads to calm down, and then taking sales at the low of the day.
Bro, it's rough out there.
Bro, why don't you just sleep a little bit in? Then you would have saved yourself some money.
Well, I said I was going to wait, bro, and I was going to trade it on market open. And then I sat there, I'm like, you know what, Mark, they're going to get your prices in. This thing's not going to... I lost 200 yesterday on my funded and made it back at 4:30 this morning with that spike.
Okay.
Did not blow the account, but lost the weeks of profit. Oof. Didn't blow, stopped after I was 1.2% down. That's good though, bro. Like a 1.2% you can make back quick.
I think what caught a lot of guys off guard yesterday was everyone was expecting this massive gap down and price just to go the opposite way. And I was bearish yesterday, Chad. As you can see, I was building the shorts, but I wasn't stupid with it. Some of the guys I know just went silly with it.
Not trade on specific days, times has saved me more than I've ever made. Yeah, I also agree with you, bro. Didn't blow because I ran out of battery on my phone. Didn't have more time. Hey.
Ah, bro,
it's a good thing you didn't like run out of battery and you were in the trade.
Yeah, dude, Chad. So is it fair to say, Chad, that you guys missed us, Keeks? Is
I
it
like the one there. Yeah, I didn't trade yesterday. I waited for the TGs to be live. Enjoy yourself. Might become a public holiday soon.
All right, so I'm guessing everyone. I think there were a lot of guys yesterday, Keeks, trading and like, we don't need the 2Gs. I want to absolutely bully these markets now. And then after it's like, bro, just go onto YouTube, 2G's trading. When are they streaming again? Okay, it's tomorrow morning. Okay, let me log out of this account.
Oaks were waiting on the stream yesterday on today's stream. Yo. We miss you guys. It just isn't the same anymore on days without you guys. Didn't enter my trade, just missed the trade to see 3% in profit. Would have passed my second phase almost. Damn. Didn't you know there is no financial advice on the stream? It's just for entertainment purposes, guys.
Austin, but we give some boundaries. I don't know if you've gone bowling. If the kids are bowling, they put those guards on the side so your ball at least stays in play. Maybe you're not gonna throw a strike. Or what do they call it? It's a strike, yeah.
Yeah, when you hit the ball. Yeah.
You're maybe not gonna hit a strike, but you'll knock a few pins at least. Yes, I saw people waiting. Hey man, people. I got caught in the death loop. Jeez.
On that note, bro, so when's the next YouTube video coming out?
Bro, I'm on a mission. I'm waiting for you to make your appearance.
Bro, I'm carrying Instagram there for us.
How are you carrying Instagram? How can I be carrying TikTok, the shorts, the long form?
Okay, not the shorts. I've got the shorts also.
Bro, I've been breaking my back here. No, it's coming out this week. I've got a few ideas.
Chad, he's breaking his back out here with the editing team. I'm still out here, bro. That manual labor, editing everything myself.
Bro, but there's AI tools. You don't have to.
Hey, bro, I don't trust AI. This is a fight against the robots. The week begins when the stream starts officially.
Yo, I just knew in the back of my head some of the guys caught on cuck yesterday. I
100%.
just felt it in my spirit. Like, these.
I love the abandoned baby candle. Oh, is that video doing?
I think it's actually.
I don't think Instagram is doing well, but I think TikTok, that would have done well on TikTok.
Bro, TikTok wants drama.
Yeah.
If you anything that's not drama, it's like nah, skip. Actually, what did well was that one with the iPad. That whiteboard one.
The one with the iPad.
Where I used the iPad as a whiteboard. People actually like that one. This one, yeah.
I was like, what are we talking about?
There where I drew on the iPad. You didn't even look at my shit, bro, but you share it. There. We're gonna see now. So I basically used the iPad, screen recorded, and then basically drew out on the iPad.
Yeah. Chad, look at him.
This one actually did well.
Look at him getting innovative, yeah. Decided to over leverage for the first time in a long time yesterday. Somehow they just knew. I implemented AI into my trading. It makes me feel lazy. Ooh. Worst thing is watching a past stream, forgetting it's a past stream, and then a trade gets called and then I enter. Oh, damn.
What?
Gigs, you should consider following.
Oh, Kigo.
Hey, Chad. Don't be like that now.
Chad, I'm writing tomorrow. Flip sakes. Hopefully the last time I'm writing this exam.
At this rate, bro, I might get mine before you.
No, you still have a while.
Right, bro, trust me, I'm the same as you. I would have been learning, like studying now, 30 minutes before the exam.
You that haven't worked in the industry, bro, it's gonna be tough for you.
I'm sorry, Chad. This might sound rude, but I'm that person when I look at it and I see there's some people that have it, and I'm like, how the hell can you have it and I can't?
No, look, if you worked in the industry, it becomes like second nature because you're following all of that protocol. But if you're not in the industry, then it's like you're learning from book, and there's no real life experience.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Chris, wat studeer jy?
He's going for his drivers, guys. They're teaching him how to finally use the indicator.
Vir my bike, ek gaan nou 'n bike ook kry. 'n Land Cruiser met 'n bike agterop. No, it's the RE1 exam, Chad. RE1. Andre, ek het nodig vir daai ander operationkie wat ons gaan begin. Want ek kan nie 'n KI aanstel. Ek moet die KI wees vir dit. So ek kan dit nie uitsub aan 'n KI nie. Omdat ek die IP moet wees. Amina, I thought I was riding today as well. When I rocked up there, there's no one there. I open up my phone, I'm like, I'm a day early.
That is why we got blessed with Chris's appearance here today, guys.
Andre, ek het einde verlede jaar. When did I write the other one? Ja, end of last year. 62 my vriend. Letterlik twee vrae weg. Because you need to get 65. Got 62.
He's trading when our first start was like, how can Clint Fester get this thing and I could...
What thing is that?
No, we just said like, I know it sounds rude, but we just said like some people can do something and you can't. And he's like, yeah, when he started trading, he was like, how the hell could Clint figure out trading, but he couldn't. It's the same thing, Chad. I'm sorry, but like some of you guys as well as driving. And I'm like, cool. How did you people get your drivers?
Oh, we break even yet. Break even. I think we are break even now. Yeah. Yeah, Andre, it's not difficult. The issue comes when they like, which one of these statements are least correct? The least correct. Then I'm like, what are you guys busy with? Can anyone do the RE1 exam? Anyone can, my brother. Andre, nou dat jy dit sê, ek gaan Keeks after this, I'm going to Falcon. Andre, ek gaan net ry. Ek beloof jou. Ek gaan jou bel sodra die stream klaar is op pad Falcon toe. Ek moet nou ophou rondtos met hierdie goedjies.
Wait, what are you all about now?
Do you have the test? No, you can't get the test. It's like they are very, very secretive. You can't find tests. You can't even take a picture of the test. You can't even take it home with you.
Is Charlie still there?
I don't know. Also, I'm gonna go check now. I see everyone is talking about Sasol shares. That's why it will not go up. If everyone is talking about it, stay away. As soon as everyone starts talking about a share, run away. Sell your shares. Yeah, ek het 'n paar so chat, I've got all the books and stuff. Andre, ek het alles hier met 'n paar toetsies en goed. Dis 'n klein quizboekie. Keek, so if I'm done tomorrow, this is going directly to you, my brother. Feel it so long? This is a condensed version. You're lucky. The first time I wrote, chat, I studied almost 600 pages. Or not study. I almost did not finish reading through all of it. But just feel it, Keeks. Just feel it. You ready, my boy? Gee. Hey.
Can I like speedrun it?
No. It's too late once you're...
Isn't it like a call a friend option or something?
Yo, Kigo, I can't wait for you to get stuck into that. No more games. He's gonna delete Steam off his PC.
Upload to ChatGPT, Geeks, bullet points. Nah, Chad, that's when I'm, as I say, I'm purely gonna be here for the entertainment purposes.
You can only do it via Moonstone. I don't think you can do it through someone else. I think it's only Moonstone that does the RE exams. I don't know if Mastered has them as well. I don't think... Yeah, I could be wrong. Let me see. No, I don't think you can write with Mastered. Can you write with Mastered? Also, you know what the weird thing is with AI is that you'll get a company that builds a company on someone else's AI, and then eventually it comes out and it's like, oh shit, but your entire system is just built off someone else's API. But it's just like they've got a good use case. So I think a lot of guys struggle to wrap their heads around AI. So for instance, I went over the weekend and I sat with ChatGPT and I said, listen here, this is the ideal diet that I want to follow. This is where I want to be within a year, fitness wise. This is my current fitness level. This is my current resting heart rate, all of that. This is where I was previously. Please provide me with a meal plan with a shopping list as well so I can buy everything. With my calorie intake, with a daily calorie tracker, with my fitness plan, and literally within a minute, ChatGPT gave me a 12-month training program, a diet plan, a shopping list. And yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna replace personal trainers, because you still want somebody in the gym pushing you. But they immediately, that just bombs the guys on social media, like, I'll get you jacked and ripped. It's like ChatGPT can get me jacked and ripped. Grant, you should have received it in your mail, my brother. How did you get access to it?
Yeah, that would be a bit weird.
So I think there's so many use cases for AI. People just don't use it, or they ask stupid stuff like, "Hey, ChatGPT, who built you?" ChatGPT, what is the weather like? Kings?
Bro, it's... Guys use it for
ChatGPT,
everything now.
give me lotto numbers for Saturday. It's like, yo, bro. Elon is trying to populate Mars and you asking, ChatGPT, what is the weather like on
Bro,
Saturday?
you know we say that though, until someone does that, hey, and they win the lotto.
Day one of asking ChatGPT for lotto numbers up until I win the lotto.
That would be the craziest thing.
Are we going to start that?
That would be all over the news.
Do you think we're going to start it?
100%, bro.
But Lotto needs to give us a sponsor then. who's going to... how do you monetize that content?
ChatGPT created my position calculator, EA journal, everything. AI needs to be in your arsenal. Don't ask it for trades.
Yeah, Austin, it's crazy, bro. Where it's now already is absolutely... Andrea, I already asked ChatGPT. Keeks, just put on your screen quickly. I don't want the lads seeing my chats here. I already asked... I think I shared it with Keegan and them. Let me see if my WhatsApp is still on here. But it literally gave me a code to run in a Pine script in TradingView. I told it what it needs to do. I just said, listen, provide me a strategy that can do 10 R per month, risking 1%. Then ChatGPT asked me, do I want it to be purely price action, indicators, or both? And I said purely indicator. In what group is this live chat? Let me just check here. I think I'm gonna need to log in here. Yeah, here's a chat. Keys you can quickly throw over to my screen.
ChatGPT is the Mavericks plane that flies in Cape Town flown by strippers.
ChatGPT. Quickly throw you on my screen, Keeks.
What questions are you guys on?
Hey, Chad. So literally ask it to create a trading strategy. There's the strategy overview. It gave me the exact trading rules, gave me the exact time, entry conditions, all of that. Then I asked it to backtest the results as well. It gave me a Pine script for it, and then also backtesting results for 12 months. Win rate was 62% win rate. Average return per trade was plus 0.5, and there was a monthly return every month. And I think I had 2 losing months. Yeah, September and June. May was incredible for it, and then August as well, monster. But there, so you can literally ask ChatGPT anything, bro.
And that's what it's doing.
There's a strategy. You don't need to know a lot. You just need to know ABC. 1 + 1. Bro, I feel like we're sleeping on AI.
Yeah.
Yo, Chad, I'm getting the same feeling 7 years ago when I told guys to go study computer science. I think it was 9 years ago. Somebody was asking me and I said, go study computer science. And AI, bro. I feel like we also just like scratching the surface with it. Not, bro. It's...
I'm qualified as a prompt engineer.
Yeah, you need good prompts.
As long as your prompts are right, it can generate crazy shit. We're definitely sleeping on it.
No, Ethan, we are literally we're busy with little sticks and stones. But yeah, I'll get to a stage where I will leverage it. Austin, this feels to me like that time years ago. I don't know if you remember. I met this guy. I'm not going to disclose who it was. So, Keeks, listen to this. You've got they were borrowing Bitcoin. So they gave you a good interest rate. So what you would do is they would collateralize your Bitcoin. So let's say you borrow 10 Bitcoin. You borrow 10 Bitcoin, and then you take that Bitcoin, and I basically give it to you. I pay it into your wallet. You go borrow 10 Bitcoin. You pay that Bitcoin back to me. I go and take that Bitcoin that I already borrowed, and I go borrow another 10. And these guys literally daisy trained basically that Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was obviously super bullish. So you only had 10 Bitcoins, but they leveraged it to something silly, my dude. Where they were borrowing. And afterwards, when the guy was building this massive, like 2,000 square meter house, very like standard guy, and I'm like, dude, what do you do? He's like, no, I trade. I'm like, no, but bro, you're not trading. And I'm like, there's no way you're printing money like this. And then he's like, I'll show you what I'm doing. And then it's like, he's doing this. He's like daisy training Bitcoin loans, paying the loan, the interest, selling a little bit out. I'm like, dude, who sits and thinks of things like this to arbitrage a loan?
No, we sleeping on it, bro.
Nah, bro, it's gonna be tough for us to be AI, my dude. AI is.
What you need to share the dangers for the ignorant people who jump in without doing any research. Yeah.
Bro, did you see that one company that was a startup that they said they were AI, and then they found there were like 800 Indian people.
Yes, yeah. That was funny, bro, when I saw that thing.
Bro, yeah, slave labor. We are AI, all Indians, just working.
Alright, my brother. I don't know. You ready to wrap it up?
No, we can't wrap it up.
We have work to do, my brother.
We can't leave the guys in the trade. Let me go pee quickly. Let's just see if this thing's gonna.
All Indians, hey. Chad, I don't know where he comes up with this stuff sometimes. You can also trade crypto between exchanges, buy from one exchange, then transfer to another wallet on another exchange, and then sell it there as their selling price is slightly better. Hey. Wait till quantum computers become the new normal laptops in 10 years. It's like the Panda Zoo, but his dog's painted with the same markings as pandas. Yeah, Chris is just vibing out here, guys. Yeah, I said to you guys, obviously I am bearish on gold, but the thing for me, guys, is that there's no way there I would have entered. That's been very, very choppy the way it's worked its way down.
Let's see.
Man, it's finally ready.
Let me just take the boys through. Alrighty, Chad. As mentioned, this is the idea. If we go deeper, if I get stopped out of these positions, what I will do is I will monitor this zone right here that I mentioned to you guys on US30, and I'll start a new stack. Alright, but not going to sell here today. Looking at the dollar, that's the one thing we didn't look at, is on the daily. You can see that we are trading still below that breakout zone. Yesterday closing bearish. Very, very weird order flow on the dollar. Also currently sitting slap bang in the middle. I do think markets are waiting for some type of resolve out of the Middle East. And then NASDAQ as well, just slowly edging up here, but still within the Asia range. So this thing is going to break out one of these either today or whenever. But that's US30. You guys know the drill. What are we looking for there? Gold as well. Mentioned to you guys, if you are bullish, that is where you go for your longs. If you are bearish below this zone, things can go bearish. GU, as I said, I'll stay out of GU. Very unclear for me. And then GJ as well, not very clear. So yeah, that's my rapid fire analysis here. Kigo, I don't know if you want to wrap up.
Yeah, guys, as I was saying to you earlier now, the sells, this was the move. We said definitely this was what we were waiting for, that test, because this is either if we had to break back above, hold to go bullish, but if we rejected, we said I'm going to be bearish on gold today. That was the move, but this is just chop city, guys. I haven't liked how it's come down, so obviously not going to get involved in that, and that's just obviously from my side there. Nothing else I really would have looked at. US30 and them, nothing really happening there for myself. Again, just going to rather wait and see what happens. We have now swept that move. Asia lows, as I said, a little bit more of a bullish outlook, but also still quite neutral with the indices. So we can see Asia highs could get that retest a little later, but we'd have to see what happens. But everything definitely going to come down to the New York session. But yeah, Chad, I think we can wrap it up there. Definitely was an insightful one. Obviously, you guys saw what Bonang is doing. You've seen it now from Chris, myself. And that's it. You have the trades, trade the plan, stick to it. If you didn't take anything because it wasn't there, that is, again, it's perfectly fine. Wait for New York session. Technically, for a lot of you guys, this is the first session for the week. So don't go do anything stupid. Don't forget about the giveaways, guys. Use iPad 15 for 15% off your next Vault Funder account. And also you get put into a little competition to win an iPad. And then at the same time, go trade with our partner broker XM for some of the best conditions, guys. I was actually saying to Chris, and this isn't a word of a lie, I promise you, if I actually want to see if I can find the stuff for you guys, Chad, literally, it was like 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes was my withdrawal. Put the withdrawal in, and I received my withdrawal literally in 5 minutes. I've never ever had a withdrawal that fast in my life.
Quickly mute there. I just want to ask. Two iPads.
Yeah, so Chad, again, like, I'm not even lying. As you said, trading gold and US30, really been enjoying gold again lately, though, obviously with all the movement there. But literally, Chad, I'm not even aware, 5 minutes and my withdrawal was in my account. Like, I've never had a withdrawal that fast. But and then, as you were saying, there is a second iPad. So if you are just trading with us with XM, And again, don't even if you have to use the indicator. That's just a bonus. You get it there if you have the minimum requirements. But if you just trade in general, which you already do, trade with XM, amazing conditions. And then you also just can win an iPad as well, guys.
So there's two iPads.
There's two iPads.
Imagine somebody winning both of them.
That would be crazy.
iPad.
But Chad, I think that is it from us. We're going to see you guys a little bit later for New York session. Trade safe. Don't do anything stupid or anything we wouldn't do. But take care of yourself, take care of each other. Peace and love, baby. And we'll see you guys later. Cheers, Chad.
Cheers.
If you're mad at me, gotta work for the both of us. Put you in the driver's seat. Gotta hurry in the name of love. 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 In the name of love.
Memories echo inside me. This time is slowly taken away. I miss the way that we were in harmony. I'm having trouble letting go. I close my eyes and wish you were closer. Now we're like footprints in the snow, slowly fading until it's over. Our memories won't last forever. Now love you for eternity. So baby, let's get back together. I'll show you what you need, a symphony. Feeling connected, so I propose that we embrace love, hope, and our affection. Nostalgia is crashing down, a bittersweet burning feeling. 'Cause when I start to look around, home isn't the same way you're leaving. Our memories won't last forever. Now longing for eternity. So baby, let's get back together. I'll show you what you need, a symphony.
faster and faster. I don't know what we're after, yeah. We keep up with disaster, disaster. I'm thinking that they're after me. We're running like faster and faster. We're running like faster and faster. We keep running faster and faster.